Hey everybody, it's your girl Nothing's Impossible 77 straight out of Brooklyn. And just coming through today. It's Sunday, May 18th, and I'm just coming through to say what's up. I've been making my videos on Sundays lately. I've been sort of like, that's just the day that I've been feeling like making them. So I was coming on here with a completely different subject matter, and then I started to have a conversation with my mom and Sharon, and everything just completely changed. Everybody that have relationships and are in certain areas of their life that happen to be in a good stage, more than likely, most of us want to remember all the good times. But sometimes you sit down and you reminisce and you remember the bad times too. And I'm saying all this to say that many of you have heard me talk about my husband, losing my husband tragically, and how much I love my husband. But truth be told, honey, my husband and I had some rough times. Who doesn't in a relationship? People always, I'm not going to say always, it's just a habit that I have. But people tend to want you to always think things are so great with them, and they have a relationship and it's like, oh, we're so in love. Oh, my husband did this for me, or my wife did that for me, or my girlfriend did that, or my fiance did this, or my boyfriend did that. And, so in so many ways, they just want to paint this wonderful picture. But the truth is, honey, if you're in a relationship and you've been in a relationship for a while, you got some stories to tell. Okay? It wasn't always sweet. He wasn't always great. She wasn't always good. There were times when you had issues. Okay? There were times when you cried yourself to sleep. There were times when you was at the police precinct making a report. There was times when you was busting out a car window or whatever the heck people do when they get upset. And this is just reality and being real and being honest about stuff. You understand what I'm saying? One of the things I realized in having a conversation today is there was a time in my life when I was tormented. Yes, Nothing's Impossible 77 was tormented. Yes, I was. I was jealous. I didn't, I had my issues. And that was specifically because I didn't have any peace. And if you don't have peace in your life, peace is going to be replaced by torment, jealousy, unrest. Peace is powerful, y'all. When you have peace, please, the same situation that you were going through could reoccur, happen all over again, and you just sit back and peace just got you sitting back like, peace. Pray for peace. Peace is a powerful, powerful, powerful thing. Relationships are not always, listen, not even Christ, who walked this earth over 2,000 years ago, had no tiptoe through the tulips type of life. So when you are trying to make me think that your life was always so great, you're lying. Because Christ, who was perfect, who is perfect, who never sinned, came here and had more drama than all the soap operas on TV. More drama than the have and the have-nots. More drama than the Housewives of Atlanta. It was drama, okay? People was talking about him. They was trying to kill him. This one was sleeping with a married man. They pulled her out of bed, tried to get her stoned. Peter chopped somebody's ear off in the Garden of Gethsemane. Judas was trying to betray him and got 30 pieces of silver. Can I go on and on and on and on? A prostitute was washing his feet with an alabaster box full of expensive oil in her hair. Come on now. Drama. But what am I saying all of that to say? Drama happens. Things happen. But peace. Having peace in the midst of all of that. What did Christ say in that ship when the disciples were, oh my God, there's a storm? He said, peace, be still. I want to laugh because I think about Medea. When Medea take out the gun and start cleaning her gun, talk about peace, be still. But anyway, peace is powerful, y'all. With everything that you're going through in life, whatever the case may be, pray and ask God to give you peace. And every relationship has drama. Every relationship has a downside to it. Everybody in a relationship can remember something bad that happened in a relationship. Funny thing is, I listen to people talk sometimes, and I'm like, I could specifically remember something happening with them in their past, and I hear them talking about somebody or putting someone down or saying something, wrong, cold, and I'm like, oh, how soon or how quick we forget when we were just going, when you yourself was going through that the other day. People don't really find things of great importance unless it's happening to them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can go to somebody and say, oh, so and so's marriage is in trouble. The husband is cheating on the wife. You're like, oh, yeah, that's messed up. Pass the remote control for me. But as soon as it happens to you, the whole world got to stop. Oh, my God, he's cheating. Oh, my God, she cheated on me. All of a sudden it happens to you, it's more important. And I think that when we start to care about, I'm all over the place, but whatever's for you is for you, and what's not for you, oh well. I'm all over the place, but this is just all the stuff that's in my heart. Start caring about other people's situation the way you care about yours, and watch how different your life is. Start looking at that situation and saying, how would I feel if that were me? How would I feel? Don't forget where you're coming from. Don't be ashamed of what has ever happened in your life. Because you just might be surprised. Somebody sitting right next to you who you think could have never experienced or understand something that you've been through 10 times worse than you. And they could actually give you a few pointers. Don't be ashamed of your story. Don't be ashamed of your process. Because the truth be told, so many people tell me how much my videos help them and how much, when I get on here, it helps them. But guess what? If I never went through anything, I couldn't get on here and tell you about anything. But do you think when I was going through it, I enjoyed it? Do you think when I remember some of the painful things that I've learned from, it was feeling good to me? No, it didn't feel good at all. Sometimes I cry so hard my head hurt. But I'm not crying now. And it's made me stronger. And they have some old time sayings that people be like, whatever. They say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yes, it does. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. And many times you're going through something in life, you think, oh, why am I going through this? Just hold on a little while. You'll know why. And when you grow those spiritual muscles and you're so strong, then you can help someone else along the way. Boy, did I reminisce today. And I don't find it hard to tell people what I've been through. As a matter of fact, it's sort of like my spiritual resume. I've been through some stuff. And if I had to go through everything that I've been through to get me where I am now spiritually, thank you, Lord. That's what I say to that. So hopefully you guys got something out of this video, because I know it was all over the place. And hopefully I'll see you guys, if not next Sunday, the following Sunday. But I love each and every one of you for free. I appreciate you all so very much. And thank you guys for keeping me and my mother in your prayers. I appreciate it. Hold on and be strong. Somebody might be going through something right now. And you may be wondering how you ever going to get through it. And you may not have anyone that you can talk to. You may feel like you can't go to your friends. You can't go to your family. There isn't anyone you can go to. But you can go to God and you can pray about it. And you can ask God to help you. The truth of the matter is, until you get the lesson, you're going to still keep going through the same thing over and over. That's just my feeling. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a prophet. I don't see the future. But I know from experience. Until I learned from that lesson, I had to keep repeating that class over and over again. You will keep going through the same thing over and over until you get the lesson. Until you pass the class. And even in physical school, you're not going to go to the next grade until you pass the class. Well, that's what life is like. It's like a huge university, and it brings you lessons. And how you handle those lessons is what will determine whether or not you pass. And if you want to pass, you have to accept and go through the lesson. Learn from it. Life is not going to it's not going to give you no waivers. Life is just going to be neutral with you. And you know what? Sometimes It doesn't even hit you right away. So you think you're getting away with it. You think you can do the same old thing all that you've been doing and get different results. No, that's insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. You doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. That's insanity. Get the lesson. Trust it. Some people been there before. Sometimes people give me I love old people. I love to get advice from old people, especially old people with sense. Because you can have some old people that don't have no sense either, and that's just the truth. It's kind of sad if you see an old person with no sense, because you're like, wow, you 80 and you still don't have no sense? Whoa, you really didn't pass the class. But for the majority of old people, there's wisdom. Sit at their feet a little bit and listen to what they have to say. All right, guys, I'm gonna go because this video went way too long. I love each and every one of you. Have a blessed week. Peace and love. Later.